Hey, welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to talk about something that's, well, a critical skill for anyone who gets behind the wheel, defensive driving. We're going to break down what it is, why it matters so much, and the practical techniques you can start using on your very next drive.
You know that feeling, right? That split second when you're just driving along, music's on, everything's fine, and then, bam! A car cuts you off, somebody slams on their brakes, and you get that instant, heart-pounding jolt of adrenaline.
But what if you didn't have to just react to those moments? What if you could actually see that trouble coming down the road and, well, prevent it from ever happening in the first place? That's the whole idea, the whole promise of defensive driving.
All right, so let's get right into it. The best way to really wrap your head around this whole idea is with this really powerful concept, your invisible bubble. Now, obviously, it's not a real bubble, but just imagine like a shield of space that extends all around your car, in front, behind, and on both sides. Your one and only mission as a defensive driver is to constantly, proactively manage and protect that buffer zone. And that's the key word right there, proactive. See, this isn't just about having quick reflexes when things go wrong. It's about reading the road, anticipating what other drivers might do, and making smart choices to stop accidents long before they have a chance to start. It's a total shift in how you think when you're driving.
So why should you even care? I mean, what's in it for you? Well, the benefits they're huge. The big one, of course, is preventing accidents. That extra space is your best friend. And that leads right to saving money, fewer repairs, maybe even lower insurance. But beyond that, when you feel in control, driving just becomes calmer, way less stressful. And here's a surprise. That smooth, steady driving style, it actually makes your car more fuel efficient.
Okay, so the why is a no-brainer, right? Now let's get into the how. Let's talk about the actual tools you need in your defensive driving toolkit.
Okay, first things first, and this is the absolute non-negotiable foundation of all of it. You have to be focused, period. Just think about this for a second. If you look away from the road for just 2 seconds while you're going 50 miles per hour, you've basically just driven the length of a football field completely blind. A quick text, messing with the radio, anytime your brain isn't on the road, your bubble is vulnerable.
All right, here's a super practical tool you can start using today. It's called the 3-second rule, and honestly, it's a total game changer for managing that crucial space right in front of you.
It's so simple to do. You just pick a fixed object up ahead, a signpost, a bridge, whatever. As soon as the car in front of you passes it, you start counting 1001, 1002, 1003. If you pass that same spot before you finish counting, you are way too close. And remember, 3 seconds, that's the absolute bare minimum. If the weather's bad, you need to open that up to 4, 5, maybe even 6 seconds.
But see, protecting that bubble, it's not just about what's happening right in front of you. You've got to have this 360-degree awareness. So many of us get into this habit of just staring at the bumper of the car ahead. You have to break that. You need to be actively gathering intel, constantly scanning your mirrors, looking way down the road, checking side to side.
And this right here, this is where that mindset shift really starts to pay off. You start to actively, look for potential trouble. You see a ball roll into the street, you're already thinking a kid might be right behind it. You see a car waiting to pull out, you just assume the driver doesn't see you. And because of that, you're always asking yourself, okay, if that car suddenly stops, where can I go? You always have a plan B.
And finally, a huge piece of this puzzle is, well, it's you. It's about managing yourself. When you obey traffic laws and use your turn signals early, you become a predictable part of the system. When you keep your car in good shape, you know it'll respond when you need it to. And of course, staying calm and patient. That's the glue that holds all these other skills together.
All right, so we've got the toolkit, we know the basic skills. Now, let's put them to the test. Let's see how these tools hold up when the pressure is really on, and some of those tough driving situations we all face.
Look, in tough situations, you don't throw the rulebook out the window. You actually double down on it. You amplify everything. So in heavy traffic, you're still maintaining that 3+ second bubble. But in bad weather, now everything gets dialed way up. Your following distance needs to be 6 seconds or more, your speed drops way down, and every single thing you do, steering, braking, accelerating, has to be incredibly smooth and gentle.
So if you're stuck in heavy traffic, the big thing is just patience. Seriously, weaving in and out of lanes, it doesn't really save you any time, but it skyrockets the risk. The best thing to do is just pick a lane, focus on maintaining your buffer zone on all sides, and always know where your escape route is, even if it's just the shoulder.
And for bad weather, rule number 1, 2, and 3 is slow, way down.
Use your low beams in rain or fog, not just so you can see, but so others can see you. And here's a huge rule for driving in fog. Only drive as fast as you can safely stop within the distance you can actually see ahead of you. No faster.
Okay, but here's the thing. This isn't something you just learn once and you're done. It's a skill you can, and really you should, keep working on for your entire driving life. So the big question is, how do you actually get better?
Now, first, let's just be super clear about what defensive driving isn't. A lot of people mix it up with, like, advanced or performance driving, race car stuff. They are not the same thing. Defensive driving is for every single driver on public roads, and the goal is safety. Advanced driving is more of a specialty, focusing on high-speed control and things like that. Think of defensive driving as the essential foundation for everyone.
So, how do you build on that foundation? Well, the single best thing you can do is take a formal defensive driving course. But beyond that, there's a lot you can do on your own. It's about consciously practicing these things on every single drive until they become second nature. When you have a close call, think about what you could have done differently. Ask a calm, experienced driver you trust to give you some feedback. You could even use a dash cam to go back and review your own driving.
So far, we've talked a lot about protecting your own bubble, right? Your own safety. But I want to leave you with one final thought that kind of takes this whole idea to a completely different level. Just think about this for a second. Your actions behind the wheel, they don't happen in a vacuum. The space you create, the predictability of your movements, it has a direct impact on every single driver around you.
When you drive like this, when you leave that extra space, you signal early, you drive smoothly, you're not just putting up a shield for yourself. You are literally adding predictability and calm to the entire traffic system around you. You make the road safer and less chaotic for everyone else. That invisible bubble doesn't just keep you safe, it makes the entire system work better. And that is a really powerful idea to take with you. So the question I'll leave you with is this. On your very next drive, maybe later today, how will you make the road safer for everyone?
Please like, subscribe, and get notified.